The film Happy was done by Rose Mobelich, who was one of the people on the Dan Safari. And in his film Happy, he looks at what makes a happy person. And was it the next Land Rover, definitely, Mercedes? What was it, more money? What is it? And he found that the essence of happiness around the world, yeah, you gotta have enough so that you're covered, But it's really about engagement in community. It's about creativity. It's about a sense of purpose. It's about giving back to others and having fun along the way. That's what the essence of happiness is. So I see some yawns here, so I'm clearly boring the entire crowd. Am I boring you? No. But I'm going to make you happy and let you go. Yeah, exactly.
We have just squeezed
on a mission. We should all be on a mission.
Gabby, did you say, are you like, I don't know, somebody was telling me that a Gabby from No, what is Gabby? Which Gabby? The starfish?
That's Gabby. Okay. Sorry.
It's pretty Gabby.
Also, fundraising for Lost Boys of Sudan. So you're very welcome. Who's your geography teacher? Instagram? Okay. Good. But definitely come.
What I was going to ask you a question.
The agony of loving this girl, and the remedy would be if you could, you can really, if she would be his girlfriend instead of but she chose my guy. Yeah. So that was the kind of agony. Exactly, with the snakes and it sort of the symbolism, Adam and Eve, the kind of snake.
Oh my gosh!
Don't ask them.
What does it mean by like? Oh.
But Desiree was wild and designed girlfriend of his. I like we're talking about this. She would always break her
All in all, 10 floors. Never again.
Perceive yourself as lost, it's really scary.
I think that's probably like one.
There's so many Gabbies. I know. That's why
Oh, yeah.
I just heard it.
I don't even want to see it like
I didn't want to. I was trying
and help out.
Hey, do you have a
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Apparently, a bunch of Creek people know him.
Change places so everybody can
Move around, read some things, look at pictures, analyze. Test tomorrow.
test tomorrow. There you go. A little stress to it.
Because he's going to run right home and break.
Right.
Exactly. I've already got it done.
Yeah.
Maybe transforms the ideas of action, because we don't even know how to do that yet. Maybe I could rely on you to help us. Just Gab was saying that she'd love to be part of some sort of movement. We're trying to figure out how to do, whether it's activities, but hours. There are plenty of campus events.
First of all, what grade level are you in? You're a freshman. Oh, that's awesome. We have our Creek Crumbs campus. You heard Creek Crumbs?
Ernie should be 5 feet taller than everyone.
Plus you're on Pacific time as well.
I am. I was up there. 3 in the morning. Let's go 4 in the morning. Far too early.
You know, we did a study a few years ago about grades.
I know, right?
She wants you to get video of Kathy. Okay.
He went out back for the next year. He became the kind of photographer for Reuters, center spread in Newsweek and Time magazine when he was 22 years old. Pretty extraordinary. But it took a real toll on him. Seeing what he saw was devastating for him. And you can see the face, how he's aged literally in 1 year. Tragically, as you know, Dan was killed by a mob together with 3 other journalists. They were stoned and beaten to death after responding to a desperate plea to come and cover a story. It happens far too often. Probably 130 journalists died last year. They're targeted, beaten, raped, tortured, many, many things around the world. It's something to be aware about when you're reading the newspaper or looking at the news, that there's somebody capturing those images. And those images are doing something to the psyche of the journalist. Dan, I told you about Safari's way of life. He says, now is the best time to live. This is it, man. You don't know whether you've got another day or a week or a month. Of course, we hope we will, but none of us really know. Now is the best time to live. It's better to go somewhere than not to go somewhere. So if you're deliberating, oh, I'd rather lie here and, listen to music or whatever, but yeah, get off your backsides and go. Just do it. Look for solutions, not problems. That's something he wrote in the margins. Make the plan work. Up here, this really moves me deeply. It's a picture of a road leading off. It says, death is just a horizon, and the horizon is only the extent of your view. We have no idea what lies beyond. We have started, after Dan's death, a foundation called Creative Visions. Create the vision, manifest your vision, make it happen. We work with people we call creative activists. Every person has the capability of being a creative activist. It's just using that spark within you to transform the world around you. We say a creative activist is a person who uses thought or imagination to catalyze positive change in our world. So we have created a creative activist toolkit over here. There's a bunch of books for you to have a browse through. This is The Journey is the Destination. It was the first collection of Dan's work. These are journal pages that Dan created when he was around, of course. All varieties of experiences. And you all, get a black-bound book. They're about $8 at an art shop. Start creating your own journal. What's your mission statement? Just use it as a takeoff point. And we've also created the Creative Activist Toolkit, which can be found on our website for free. You can download it. If you have an idea, if you're in a club or you just want to do something, you could start this is like Harvard Business School 101. It's really about how to create a business plan, how to take your idea and transform it into action. And it's extremely, I did not write this, it's extremely well done and is really a useful guide for anybody as you're in high school or going off to college. There's a new book here called Safari is a Way of Life. It's available online really cheaply now. and we're going to have copies of it here at school really inexpensively. But it's kind of interactive book, but it brings Dan's life and adventures alive to you. I'd love it for you to be able to wander, experience all of this, ask me any questions. But the main thing is, I guess, that I'd like you to take away is to perceive your life as a grand adventure. The journey, he says, is the destination. There is no destination except the journey. And in living, try to make your journey an exciting safari. Safari is inevitably exciting in Africa, because you never know when the car is going to break down, when a buffalo is going to come across your path, or when you're going to lose the compass. And you can't steer by the clouds, by the sky, because the clouds are obscuring the stars. So make your life an adventure. Stay in touch with me. I'm easily available, and I'm so honored to be here. I've been involved with the school for the last, how many, where's Wynette?
She had to leave,
It's
but I will get
probably
2006, something like that.
Oh, it was before that.
Before that.
Way before that. It's the only school in the country that I come and visit, and I'm really
Yes.
honored to be here. Thank you. I wasn't necessarily going to make it. And he was very worried about me, but here's what he says. Dear Mom, here's a tape for your listening pleasure. It includes some music to cheer you up, like the death scene from Evita, and some Bulgarian funeral music. I'm not joking. Well, it sounds like a real party over there. I mean, it was hard. Anyway, then he says, he writes, I love you, Mom, on grains of rice. And he said, that's devotion, writing I love you, Mom, on grains of rice. But what is she thinking? Why is he writing on rice and not reading his French assignments? Can't win. So, over here, when he was 21 years old, he was in Nairobi on his way back to UCLA. And a friend of his who was working with Reuters News Agency explained that there was a possible famine in Somalia. And he and Dan traveled up